an Aquarius born January 20th to February 18th, what can you expect for the month of September 2016? Let's tune in and find out. So Aquarians, there are so many moving pieces and so many just details that need to be done. I feel like it makes your head spin. So the good news is that, you have eyes all around your head. So you can see all the details, you see everything that needs to be done. So you just need to pace yourself. And I think, and if you need to get extra help in, if you need to call extra help, I think that's fine. If you need to kind of like say, hold the presses, if you need to say, this isn't going to work for me, this is really about you creating some boundaries and you getting your needs met and not living in a space of fear, but really buttoning things down and making them happen. And I feel like this is a really successful month. And I feel like at the end of it, there's this real pride of accomplishment. Like, wow, I did it. I manifested it. I made it happen. And, you may have a few gray hairs by the end of it, but I feel like it's a very worthwhile effort that you're putting in. Now, for whatever reason, I'm picking up an addiction. And it doesn't have to, well, for some of you, it feels like an addiction. For some of you, it feels like, so interesting. So one of the things that I can do is I can also use my intuition. I can smell things, right? So I'm picking up marijuana. I'm smelling that. So it could be that some of you use that to unwind and it's keeping you from doing everything that you need to do. It's, you're doing it because you're stressed, but then you lose motivation. So you want to find something that's going to support you, right? So save that till the end of the day, the very end of the day, or go for a walk. It's about breathing. It's really about breathing and letting go of the pressure or the internal angst that you're feeling. So if you're using something, whether it's wine or whether it's some sort of medicinal marijuana or something else that's not really supporting you, just try something else. Try walking. Try getting up and going from your desk and just taking a breather, walk around the block, or just run in place or something to change your energy. I have a lot of different yoga mantras that I use. I particularly love the album by White Sun. It's called White Sun. And any one of those mantras, I just play 3 minutes long, 4 minutes long, just to change the vibration, just to change the energy in my mind and in my body. And it's a sound current, right? And you may even find that your body wants to move to the sound current. It's releasing and these blocks and these pent up energy or frustration. And it also opens up the mind and it allows you to think faster and better and clearer. So I highly recommend it. You can buy it on iTunes. I like both albums. They have two albums, a White Sun 1 and 2. So the second one just came out like a week ago. It's amazing. So anyway, one thing that will really support you guys. Okay, so now let's go to personal relationships, romantic relationships. For those Aquarians that are in a romantic space, what can you expect for the month of September? Let's tune in and find out. So there may be some disagreement. There may be some challenging situations in terms of how, let's say you're at a different stage in your life and you're looking to retire. And you may have a different idea of what your retirement looks like than your spouse. Or let's say you're newlyweds and you have a different idea of how you're going to save, right? So it's new beginnings and endings. So the reason I say this is because we have two eclipses this month. One on September 1st, which is a solar eclipse in the new moon in Virgo, and the next eclipse is a lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 16th. Now these eclipses bring rapid change. They bring rapid shifts to our lives. And so beginning and ending, you're newly married or you're newly changing a place in your life. And it takes a maneuvering to figure out, especially if you're in a committed relationship, if you and your partner are on the same page. So there may be a little bit of like, okay, let's figure this out. but I'm going to throw hands, right? So let's not do that. If you just calm down and listen, it feels like there's a way to work through this peaceably and for both of you to be happy and both of you to get what you want. So if you're committed to that, I absolutely feel like you'll get that. You'll get the relationship back in order and back in love. Now, for those of you that are single and looking for love, what's the potential of that this month? So it feels like really enjoying. I really feel like the right relationships shows up more after this second eclipse, September 16th. So it feels more like around the 22nd of September, around that particular date. Towards the end of the month, you may have a better opportunity to be able to fall in love and to be able to get what you want, Aquarians, and to be able to feel really cared for and nurtured. And it also feels like it could be somebody that never in a million years would you think that you would have anything common and ground with, find common ground with this person. It reminds me of, the businessman with the gypsy, right? It's like that kind of energy. It's just like opposite attracts, but it really works and it feels really good. And you bring, excitement and energy and joy and happiness to each other's lives. So it's a really good opportunity. Now I don't want you to go out and look for somebody who's directly opposite of you, because that'll be a disaster. I'm just saying being open to it, right? Be open to what's crossing your path and notice how it feels. All right. So now let's look into our career and money for Aquarians and what's possible for September. There's some really, really powerful things happening for you to elevate your game, to elevate your worth in the world, and you're taking on some new people around you, new partnerships, new alliances, new contracts, new individuals that, you're here to support. And I feel like they're successful. I feel like you've got some great things that you can do this month with new people that you've brought on board. If let's say you're an entrepreneur and you have a specific service, it feels like you get new clients, and these new clients are gems. They're like, wow, they're like a dream client. And so I feel like if that hasn't just happened in the last 30 days or so, look for it to happen here in the next month. And good things and big things will come from this particular alliance and relationship. It feels really, really super positive. So I like that a lot. Okay, now let's look. Let's see if there's any other money. So that's career. Let's see about your money situations, Aquarian. Really funny. You sort of feel like you're tight, like you feel like money's a little bit tight, but I see you just keep pulling it out of your pocket. It just like it's like an endless pit. There's a lot of money there. So maybe you don't like to spend money, but I feel like you're okay financially. I feel like you've got a lot of money to go around, and I feel like there's more coming in. So obviously, you're somebody who's cautious with money, or it feels like there's going to be an awareness around money this month in terms of how much you're spending. I think that's good. And I feel like there's also new money coming in. So it's a good balance that I see in your money for yourself this month. All right, let's look at health for Aquarians. Some of you are going to get some new insight to your health problems. And whether it's a fungus in your gut that's giving you rosacea on your face, or whether it is a bone spur on your foot, and it's the extra calcium in your body that you discover. It feels like there's an understanding to things that have happened for a long time for you. I feel like you get the remedy this month. I feel like you're told, oh, this is what it is. And I feel like you're given the tincture to make it go away. So there's definitely kind of like your eyes opening up to your own health, and whatever health problem that you've had, I feel like these eclipses are going to eclipse you out of that health problem and just supersede whatever's gone on with the right remedies. So let's say, God forbid, you had cancer or something like that. I feel like, wow, you're given the right doctors, the right diagnosis, and the right procedures, and boom, you're done. So there's a lot of really good energy for whatever your problems are, to have them be healed and remedied this month. Okay, let's look at anything unexpected for Aquarians this month. Yeah, you may find that there may be a speaking engagement opportunity where you find yourself speaking to your peers. And it feels like it's quite an honor. So some of you, there may be an honor coming your way to connect and to speak to people that you would consider your peers. So I like that a lot. And it's really kind of like a feather in your hat. So there's really positive pat on the back and good job and stuff like that coming your way, Aquarians, this month for your work habits and what you've done. And your job is just to kind of like just keep doing what you're doing, and that's going to fall into place. There's nothing you have to do, and it's just going to come into place. And for some of you, it may be something more subtle where, the owner of the company or the president of the company pulls you aside, gives you a bonus check, or just pulls you aside and says, hey, I want to go to lunch or come over to the house for dinner. Just wanted to, tell you what my plans are for next year, and I want you to take over this other part, and I want you to move here and do this. So there's people working on your behalf to support you, and they see your worth. So don't give up. Don't be discouraged. Keep doing what you're doing because people are noticing. All right, Aquarians, have an amazing month. It sounds like you're already well on your way. And I look forward to connecting with you again next month. And if you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month.